Alright, how you doing? Don't panic, it's not that late if you can see the time there. So you're now like 4:15, right? It is still daylight. Hang on. There you go. I should have just. There you go. Exposure shift. But um, I've had a bit of a hectic day. I say I've had a bit of a hectic day. Both Inky and I have had a pretty hectic day. Late night, feeling really crappy when we got up, chatting away to people, spent a bit of time on the phone, but then something cropped up that tied into yesterday. Just Inky was like, "No, I can't." I was walking through the kitchen. I was like, "There's something funky going on here." Not related to how we feel. Yesterday, Inky was like, "Something doesn't smell right in the house. Can you smell that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it smells like an infection." Um, like something smelled like almost like rotting flesh. And I didn't put it down to like anything being dead, but we were just like, something doesn't quite smell right. And so Inky was like, we're going to have to sort this out. And I was like, it's probably nothing, Inky. It's probably nothing. We'll see if it dissipates over the course of the day because we had stuff going on yesterday. But roll around this morning, walking through the house, like, damn, like this really stinks. Like the smell hasn't gone away, and if anything, it's gotten worse. I was like, you can smell it in the kitchen. It's in this middle room, which is where Inky and I sleep. It smelled really bad around Charlie's bed. No offense, Charlie, but sometimes you do pong, but damn, not quite that bad. So Inky and I started pulling everything apart because I was sure a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, I could hear Benzels again. Benzels being the little mice that we've had in the house before. And so we've torn the whole living room apart, or our room, our bedroom, living room, whatever. We've torn the whole thing to pieces. All the furniture came out and stuff like that. You could have started the vlog there, realistically, but I didn't, and I'm actually kind of glad we didn't because we found some Benzels. We did find some Benzels, bless them, and they weren't in a particularly great state. At least one of them wasn't. But I said to her, I was sure that there were mice in the goddamn house again, because it's getting cold outside, isn't it? And the house is going to be warm, so they're all going to try and get back into the house. They're going to try and find any way they can to get back into the house, and so there was one under the TV cabinet, and she said she found one underneath the table to the side, which is where we just had our dinner. And it was. You could have vlogged it, but it wouldn't have been particularly pleasant for any animal lovers to have seen the poor little fuckers being dead there because we did have to have. Because we don't own the house, we did have to have pest control come around the last time we had Benzels around. We saved as many as we could, but which is how some people say that sounds really silly. Yes, it was. We managed to catch a load of them and get them back out of the house, but we had to have pest control come in. They did lay traps, and the poor little fuckers got caught in the traps. Not breaknecks, they were poisoned, but to me that's still pretty not cool. And Inky said one of them was in such a state it was kind of, well, let's just put it this way: you wouldn't have had to have put it into a blender to liquidize it. It was, yeah. So we tore the place apart. We've cleaned it all up. Benzels, still a bit of a pong at the moment. So the trouble is we've got traps all around the kitchen too, because you can pull out the sides of the cabinets, and there are traps under there as well. But it's not as bad. It's not as bad as it was, but that's been our day. You know, fucking chaos. It's been absolute chaos. But I suppose that's what happens when you live down the road from a field and all that, isn't it? They are so fucking cute. If this was my house, I'd just be like, yeah, just let them run around. It's fine. Fucking fine. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. There you go, there's my excuse for not starting the vlog. Anyhow, had a wonderful bite to eat with the wife. She's treated me, although we shouldn't have done, to be honest. But she's treated me to some KFC. I've just had this real craving for chicken of late. Just had our meal. We've got a delivery through today. Another one. One of the reasons why Inky probably shouldn't have treated me to food is because I realised I've made a bit of a goof. So I bought Inky a bunch of Polaroids, a bunch of cameras, and I've been speaking about this for the last couple of days, but I didn't quite realise how much I'd spent and how many I've bought. Because there's still another one coming. I'm a bit short this month now, but these are, Inky's going to be using them. They're just general gifts for Inky, but she's considering them now like birthday and Christmas presents. Finally got her a Polaroid flash. You can actually buy third-party flashes for these, but they're about 85 quid. So, I got her this combo, so she can actually now go out and take some pictures, and she has been taking some pictures. Not with this though. She puts some black and white impossible film in there, which is that didn't turn out particularly well. And that's got nothing to do with the exposure stuff that we were talking about yesterday, because they were taken out in broad daylight, middle of the day. Inky was taking some black and white photos of noodles. It's an old Impossible Project pack of black and white SX70 film. They haven't made Impossible Project film for a while, from what I understand. It's now called Polaroid Originals. So, there was always a chance that this was going to be bad. And you still get this when you buy Polaroid film from places like Amazon. If this stuff isn't properly stored, your pictures are not going to come out. They're just not going to come out. Doesn't matter how many packs you buy, if it's not stored correctly, even if it's only a few months old, it could just turn out shite. You've really got to store this stuff properly. I do, but does it have instructions on how to store it? It doesn't require shielding and exposure. We recommend. Yeah, here we go. We recommend refrigerating the film pack until use, but be careful not to freeze. Allow film to adjust to room temperature for at least 1 hour before use. Got a funny feeling people aren't refrigerating the film. They're just like storing it somewhere warm, and so when people are getting it, it's not developing properly. Because Inky was taking some pictures of the noodle today, and in black and white, and this is basically all that came out. So you really do have to, the age of the film doesn't help either, but, you really do have to store the film properly before use. If you buy it off Amazon or somewhere like that, just be careful and know that you do risk, if it's coming from a third party seller that isn't a photography store, might not be, because you're not gonna, chances are if you bought these things from a photography store, they're gonna know how to store them properly. If you've just bought them from random Joe who's selling 90 some odd exposures on Amazon for XYZ price, he's probably had them sat in his living room for the last couple months, and they're probably going to turn out crap, or at least maybe a handful of them are going to turn out crap, and they are quite expensive for a pack, so you don't really want to risk wasting it. So if you go on the Polaroid Fuji, I don't think it's too much of a problem. You can just buy that directly from Amazon, not a problem. That's like everywhere. Fuji Instax film. Polaroid Originals stuff though, could I recommend
you go to the Polaroid Originals website and buy it from them. The film is actually pretty good, and I've been speaking to a few people about it. They've all told me directly from Originals, the film at this current date, or film manufactured around this time, is decent. But it's got to be stored right. So just beware if you buy from other places, and beware if you buy old film. There is a high likelihood that it hasn't been stored properly.
Oh, Chris here. Where is she? Where is she? Where's the fucking lady? Where is she? Lady? Oh, there she is. Hello.
Hello.
She's been whacking things with a hammer.
I have.
Should we go see what it is?
Yes.
I'll go see what it is. Come back out of the other room. All I've just heard is this whack, whack, whack. She wouldn't trust me with a hammer. Ooh, good. Oh, you are. There's a saw. There's a bashing implement. And that's some dead trees with some spiky things in it. It's what you used to get people to leave your doorstep when they knock unannounced. You know, social vampires. It's not going to be that kind of thing, is it? So I'm guessing for out the back. Is that for out the veg plot?
Yes.
Cool.
You almost slided.
Whee! Slid past. Hello. Yes. Ah, we're friends. Yes, we are. Hello. Look, I love you, Charlie. I do. Look, I'm allowed to run past the art room, mate. But you almost died, prick. Look. Look. This is a little too friendly, chap. Fuck's sake. Da. What's wrong with this weird woofer? Are you okay, mate? You're awfully friendly today. There we go, have a hug. Have a hug! Now get off me. No, get off. Look, this is awfully sweet of you, Charlie. It is, but I do know how to wash myself. I know how to wash myself. I don't think you trust me.
What, to wash yourself?
Yeah. What? Disapproval sneeze? You tramp prick.
Oh, you don't like that? There you go. Look, there you go. There you go.
What?
Give them that. God's sake.
You good boy. Look. Jolly good boy. Oh, he's gone. Your Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription will not be charged again. You'll lose access 7th of the 8th, 2020. The funny thing is, they've been charging me every month. Every month. Without fail. Even though they say 2020. I just want to quickly throw that out there because it says here, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate billing history. According to this, they haven't billed me since the 30th of June this year, which is rubbish. They've been billing me every single month. Which is annoying. Like, they've split the difference between my Xbox Live subscription, because I used the trial Game Pass after I already had a year of Xbox Live, and it would say on my account, oh yeah, you're not gonna get charged again for Game Pass Ultimate until 2020. But they were billing the difference to my account every month anyway, and it was just annoying as balls because I don't want Game Pass. So, and if you went to the console to try and cancel the Game Pass, you couldn't do it. I finally cancelled Game Pass. I've cancelled all my other reoccurring subscriptions because they're dog shite. I'm not using them enough, so they have the gone. They have the gone. I know, a bit of a change of pace from mice and Polaroids, but you know, you lie, Microsoft. You lie.
What are you grumbly for? Sad sack. I know it's weird. The boys are on holiday and Nanny's not at work. Something's really thrown him off over the last. I don't know. I can't really be sure how long it's been, but he's just not. He's not himself. I think it's because his ears are playing up again as well. Silly bugger. Play Lonely Mountain Downhill, Lonely Downhill whatever that's. I was playing a cycling game yesterday. I played it again today on stream. Apparently it is coming to Nintendo Switch. I searched yesterday, it isn't on Switch, it's coming out later. It is such a fun, just a downhill mountain biking game. With controls like skate or die and stuff like that, like left and right. It's so fun. I spent maybe 2 hours streaming that game today, and I just cried laughing. It's stupid because it's not even supposed to be funny, but it just is. You know, you're trying to blaze around this track, and all of a sudden you just hit like a bush, and your character ragdolls and flies for miles. Fun. I did some adjustments to the capture card as well, the Flint 4KP that I've been using to stream recently. I've been setting it to full colour space, because when you put it to limited it just looks a bit too dark sometimes. But recently an option called default has cropped up on Linux OBS, and I tried that today, which gave it better colour, but all of a sudden the frame rate fell off. So, but it was still a fun stream. Is that the wife having a rant? Or is the telly turned on? I don't know. Yeah, I think he put the little fence up out in the back alley. She's out. I think she's out in the out room again, doing God knows what. I realised. So I can't remember what it was I wanted to end the vlog with. There was no real point to today's vlog. There hasn't been a point to many of the vlogs recently, but. It's been 2 months since the Skazzy's YouTube channel went down. The main daily vlog channel went down, depending on where people watch this in the future, if anyone watches it in the future. It's been 2 months. Every video is still blocked worldwide. People go to the channel and it shows no content. If you're subscribed, you still see content go up, but you can't watch it because, again, blocked worldwide. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no option I can change. Everything says it's public on my end. If I go to my own channel page when I'm logged in, the content is all there, but it's the videos are 2 weeks behind. So the newest videos won't be there for the last 2 weeks, won't be there, but as a day goes by, the next one goes up, kind of thing. And no word of a fix, no sign that it's going to be fixed. They've got no clue. I don't even know if they're still looking into it, but it's gone. It is absolutely gone. And I see other folks on YouTube, people who make their living off of YouTube, they are freaking the fuck out that their views are down, that the algorithms are screwing them, that they can't monetize their content and stuff. All I'm going to say, folks, is, and not to sound like a dick, at least people can still see your content. At least it's still there. You know? At least 9 years worth of stuff just hasn't been wiped off the planet. Chris Ware had a problem like this recently as well, where his channel was labelled as a spam channel. But he was able to transfer all of the content to a new channel through some kind of managerial thing. I don't know quite how that works. Like, he was able to transfer to another. I'm going to have to message him or something to find out, because maybe it's something I can do with my stuff. But
it's just it's gone. If I were doing YouTube as a job, I would have been screwed. So not particularly stable platform, really. That's not. I'm going to be honest with you. YouTube's not really a platform I like using anymore. I post videos there. I don't really watch videos on YouTube anymore. I reply to comments when I get them, when I realise I've got them. That's that. Right. Yeah, I don't know what I want to talk about. So I've just been sat with Inky before she's gone outside. I sat with Inky. I was playing some bass on Rocksmith. She asked me to play the Trooper, which was a laugh because I'd never played that on bass before. First time through, something like 80 some odd % accuracy, which is about 40% of the song. And then I played the Cranberry song that she likes, and I'm now up to like 90% mastery on that one. I'm telling you now, it's not completely accurate because occasionally I'm hitting like extra notes, and obviously it doesn't penalise you for hitting extra notes. And then I tried. What was that faster track I did? It wasn't Trooper. It says that was played fingered, I think. I don't know, that just doesn't seem like a finger-picked song to me. What's the other one she had me play? Either way, it was a laugh. It was a laugh. It was a good laugh.
Whatever. I hope you're well, and I'll see you all with a bit of luck tomorrow.